Hello students, today we will discuss effect of temperature and pressure on crystal structure. So students, say I have a rock salt type structure. Now student, in rock salt type structure, what is the coordination number of ion? We know that it is 6:6. That means cations and anions, they have same coordination number. Now this we have learnt in rock salt structure. Now student, when this structure is subjected to high pressure, means when pressure is applied on this crystal structure, student, this crystal structure transforms itself into cesium chloride type structure. Now student, cesium chloride structure meaning what? Now the coordination number changes to 8:8. So our conclusion is that when pressure is applied on a rock salt structure, the coordination number increases. Say from 6 it becomes 8, and therefore rock salt structure transforms itself into cesium chloride structure. Now student, what is the effect of temperature? Now student, I have, say suppose now I have cesium chloride structure, and now when we heat this cesium chloride structure, say to about 760 Kelvin, what happens upon heating? The crystal lattice changes itself from a typical cesium chloride type into rock salt type structure. That means now we observe that coordination number of ions decreases. So students, the conclusion which can be made from this discussion is that when we increase pressure, coordination number increases, and when we increase temperature, so this is effect of what? Pressure. And when we increase temperature, coordination number, we find it is decreasing. So this was a very small discussion about crystal structure. Now students, next I will tell you how to calculate number of unit cells in given weight of a crystalline solid. So for that I am taking a question. Now say question is that how many unit cells are present in, say, 3 grams of aluminium if aluminium crystallizes in, say, FCC lattice. So students, how to calculate number of unit cells when weight of a solid is given and its lattice is also given. So student, this is a very important question. बोर्ड्स के लिए और कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स, दोनों ही एग्जाम्स में ये पूछा जाता है. So how to go ahead with these type of questions? So student, first important thing is, see how many unit cells, चलो unit cells निकालने are present in, so weight we know 3 gram and lattice is also known FCC. So student, first we will find how many atoms of aluminium are there in 3 grams. For this we use mole concept now. So student, we know that 1 mole of aluminium in terms of weight it is 27 gram per mole, and this contains how many atoms? This contains Avogadro number of atoms, that is 6.02 say approximately into 10 raised to power 23 atoms. So 27 gram of aluminium contains these many atoms. So this implies 3 gram of aluminium would contain how many atoms? So we have this divided by 27 into 3 atoms. So student, this is the number of atoms which we have in 3 grams. But हमें तो unit cells निकालने हैं. Now students, arrangement is what? FCC. So in FCC, so since aluminium has FCC lattice, how many atoms per unit cell are there? Students, this we have learned. FCC mein we have 4 atoms per unit cell. So from here, now I can say that, now see students, that 4 atoms of aluminium are present in how many unit cells? They are present in 1 unit cell. So 1 atom will be present in how many unit cells? 1 atom will be present in 1 by 4 unit cells. So 1 atom will be, but how many atoms we have? We have these many atoms. So therefore 6.02 into 10 raised to power 23 into 3 upon 27 atoms of aluminium will be present in how many unit cells? So 1 by 4 into these many atoms, that is 6.02 into 10 raised to power 23 into 3 upon 27. So solving this, we find the total number of unit cells. So students, this will be like, we have what? 3 9s are 27. So approximately if we take 9 into 4 is 36. This is 6. So approximately this is 1 by 6 into 10 raised to power what? 23 unit cells. So students, this is how we calculate number of unit cells from given weight of a substance. Now students, from this particular question, I can make a shortcut, and which is number of unit cells is equal to, now students, we have first what? This is Avogadro number. Then what is this 3? This 3 was the given weight of the substance or solid. So let it be W. Then we have 4. Now 4 is the number of atoms per unit cell. So we have Z. And then we have 27. Now what is 27? 27 is the molar mass of that substance. So students, अब अगर next time आपको कोई ऐसा question आता है जिसमें आपको number of unit cells निकालने हो, then you can directly use this shortcut formula. Now students, I will give you one question from the competitive exam. Now, this question was asked in IEEE. Now, the question is, how many unit cells are present, in a cube-shaped ideal crystal, of NaCl of mass 1 gram. Now student, so this is the question, and this question was asked in, so let me tell you, this question was asked in IEEE, now which is nowadays called JEE exam 2003. Now 4 options were given, so let me tell you. First option was 2.57 into 10 raised to power 21 unit cells. Second was 5.14 into 10 raised to power 21. Third option is 1.28 into 10 raised to power 21. And then we have 1.71 into 10 raised to power 21. So students, question ये almost वैसा ही है जैसा मैंने आपको एक example कराया था. Now students, we need to find number of unit cells. Now if you remember that formula, unit cells is equal to first Avogadro number into what? Given weight, which is 1 gram, divided by Z and molar mass of substance. Now student, Avogadro number we know is 6.02 into 10 raised to power 23 approximately. Weight is given as 1 gram. Z, now student, in case of ionic crystals, Z will be number of formula units. And students, we know that for rock salt structure, Z is what? Number of formula units is 4. So we put 4 here. And molar mass will be the formula mass of NaCl, which is 58.5. So students, substituting all these now values, we get 2.57 into 10 raised to power 21 unit cells. So the correct option is this. So this was our topic, that is how to find out number of unit cells if weight of a given ionic or any metallic crystal is given. Now students, our next topic is calculation involving unit cell dimensions. That is, in this topic we are going to calculate density of a crystalline or any other metallic or molecular crystal. So the next topic is calculations involving unit cell dimensions. So next topic is calculations involving unit cell dimensions. And students, let me tell you one thing, that here we will take which unit cell? A cubic cell. So unit cell is cubic. Now students, we know that in a cubic unit cell, whether it is body centered or face centered or simple cubic, H length is A and all edges are of equal length. So this is A, this is also A. So say H length is A. So student, volume of this unit cell would be how much? Volume of unit cell is H length Q, that is, it is AQ. So student, this is how we find volume of unit cell. Now next, after volume we find mass of unit cell. Now mass of unit cell will be what? First we have to see how many atoms per unit cell. So we said number of atoms per unit cell, which we denote by Z, and mass of each atom. So we are assuming that all the constituents are identical and they are, say, atom. So Z into mass of each atom, we say small m. So this is the mass of unit cell. But students, what is mass of one atom? Now using mole concept, we know that Avogadro number of atoms, they weigh how much? They weigh equal to molar mass. So one atom will weigh how much? Molar mass upon Avogadro number. So student, mass of one atom will be molar mass of that substance upon Avogadro number. So this is capital M is molar mass upon Avogadro number. So this is mass of what? Unit cell. So this is volume, this is mass. Now students, we calculate density. So what is density of unit cell? Now density, say, what is density? It is mass per unit volume. So we denote density by rho. So rho is equal to, now mass of the unit cell is Z into M upon Avogadro constants, and volume is A cube, so it is A cube. So student, using this formula now we can calculate density, or we say like in this formula we have how many parameters? Density, we have number of atoms per unit cell, we have molar mass, we have Avogadro's constant, and we have edge length cube. So out of these 5 parameters, if 4 parameters are known, the 5th parameter can be calculated. And students, let me tell you one important thing, that in case of simple solids where all the constituents are say atoms, Z is number of atoms per unit cell. But in case of ionic solids, this Z will be equal to number of what? Number of formula units. This is not number of atoms, but in that case it is number of formula units, and this M, capital M, will be formula mass of that ionic solid, will be formula mass. So now students, using this formula we can find out the parameter which is not say known, but for that other 4 parameters should be known to you. So students, इस टॉपिक से आपको बहुत से न्यूमेरिकल्स बोर्ड एग्जाम्स में भी और कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में भी आते हैं. सो आई डिस्कस सम क्वेश्चंस यूजिंग द यूनिट सेल dimensions. So first question I am going to discuss is so students, the first question is from NCERT book. An element with molar mass 2.7 into 10 raised to power minus 2 kg per mole. So student, molar mass, that is capital M, 2.7 into 10 raised to power minus 2 kg per mole is given. It forms a cubic cell with edge length. So edge length is given 405 picometer. Pico is 10 raised to power minus 12 meters. Now if its density is, so rho is given, it is 2.7 into 10 raised to power 3 kg per meter cube. Now, what is the nature of cubic cell? Now, students, in order to find out nature of the cubic cell, we have to find out Z actually. So, here nature means whether that cubic cell is body centered, face centered, simple cubic. So इनमें से कौन सा है? So उसके लिए तो मुझे Z निकालना होगा. So we'll find Z for that. And students, using formula density rho is equal to what? Z into molar mass divided by Avogadro number into edge length, which is A cube. Now students, एक बात ध्यान रखना आपने कि ये देख लेना कि यूनिट सिस्टम्स क्या है, like masses are, यहाँ पर SI सिस्टम में ही कैलकुलेशंस करनी है. So your Z will be what? It will be your rho into Avogadro's number into volume, that is h length ka cube, divided by what? M. So substituting values, Z is 2.7 into 10 raised to power 3 kg per meter cube. Then we have molar mass, which is 2.7, density, yes, molar mass is 2.7 into 10 raised to power minus 2 kg per mole. Then we have edge length, which is 405, इसका cube कर देंगे into 10 raised to power minus 12 का cube, that is 10 raised to power minus 36, divided by wait, this is Avogadro's number, so it is 6.02 into 10 raised to power 23 divided by M. M is 2.7 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Students, solving this we get approximately 4, and therefore, now question is, what is the nature of the cubic unit cell? So since Z is 4, therefore what is nature of cubic cell? It is face centered cubic. So answer is face centered cubic. Now students, next question is that silver crystallizes in FCC lattice. So silver crystallize कर रहा है FCC lattice में. H length of the cell is given 4.07 into 10 raised to power minus 8 centimeter. Density is given. Calculate the atomic mass of silver. So student, here in this question we need to find what? M. So what is Z? What is density? Rho is Z into M upon Avogadro's number and cube of H length. So we need to find out M. So M will be what? It is rho into Avogadro's constant into H length cube upon Z. Now density is given 10.5 gram per centimeter cube. So student, here density is given in gram per centimeter cube. So obviously the mass will be obtained in grams. Now Avogadro's constant, this is a constant value. So 6.02 into 10 raised to power 23 into H length cube. Now H length is 4.07 into 10 raised to power minus 8. So this will be 4.07, उसका क्यूब कर दो into 10 raised to power minus 24 क्यूब करने पे सेंटीमीटर क्यूब ये भी हो गया. Now Z, since arrangement is FCC, Z is 4. So students, we calculate M and approximately it comes out to be 108 gram per mole. So answer is 108 gram. So students, I'm just giving these practices just to make this formula clear, means how to use this formula, that is density related formula. Now student, this question is very important. I'll give you hints, solve आपने खुद कर लेना. What is the distance between sodium and chloride ion? So students, here you need to find out interionic distance in NaCl crystal. If its density, so density is given, it is 2.165 gram per centimeter cube. Formula mass, that is M, it is 58.5 gram per mole. So it is also given. Now students, using density formula, that is Z into M upon Avogadro's constant into A cube. Now students, density is given. So this is 2.165 gram per centimeter cube. Molar mass is given 58.5 gram per mole. Now students, Z for NaCl, we know NaCl has 4 formula units per unit cell. Avogadro's constant is a standard value 6.02 into 10 raised to power 23 per mole. Now using this formula we find A cube. So student, A cube आप यहाँ से निकाल लोगे, आप इसको खुद ट्राई करना. Now A cube निकल गया तो A निकाल लोगे, जो भी ये रिजल्ट है उसका आपने क्यूब रूट ले लेना है, A आ जाएगा. एंड सपोज स्टूडेंट, ये आप जब कैलकुलेट करोगे, लेट इट बी X, सही आ गया. नाउ आपको लेकिन एज लेंथ नहीं निकालना है, D निकालना है. D is interionic distance. So student, we know that in NaCl, what is A? A is twice of D. So your D therefore will be A by 2. So that means इस क्वेश्चन में आपने अब थोड़ा कैलकुलेशन वर्क है वो आप खुद ही कर लेना. पहले A क्यूब निकलेगा, A क्यूब से A निकाल लो, फिर उसका आधा कर दो, you'll get इंटरआयनिक डिस्टेंस. बट स्टूडेंट, ये क्वेश्चन मैंने इसलिए दिया क्योंकि रॉक सॉल्ट स्ट्रक्चर है या आयनिक क्रिस्टल्स के लिए Z आपने फॉर्मूला यूनिट्स पुट करनी होती है एंड M की जगह फॉर्मूला मास. रेस्ट ऑल कैलकुलेशंस आर सेम. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन is from NEET 2013 exam. A metal has a FCC lattice. So student, FCC सुनते ही आपके माइंड में ये स्ट्राइक करना चाहिए that number of atoms per unit cell is 4. H length of the unit cell is given. So A is given 404 picometer. That means 10 raised to power minus 12 meters. Density of the unit cell. So rho is given 2.72 gram per centimeter cube. And molar mass of the metal is. So M निकालना है. So students आपने देखा होगा that जो बोर्ड से क्वेश्चन है ऑलमोस्ट वैसा ही क्वेश्चन नीट में भी आते हैं. सो एम निकालना है. सो स्टूडेंट वी नो दैट फॉर्मूला इज जेड इज डेंसिटी इज जेड इंटू एम अपॉन एवोगाड्रोस कांस्टेंट इंटू एच लेंथ का क्यूब. सो फाइंड आउट एम. दिस विल बी डेंसिटी इंटू एवोगाड्रोस कांस्टेंट इंटू ए क्यूब अपॉन व्हाट जेड. नाउ डेंसिटी इज 2.72 gram per centimeter cube. Avogadro's constant is 6.02 into 10 raised to power 23 A cube. Okay, since density is in centimeter, so we'll take this as 10 raised to power minus 10 centimeter. Meter को centimeter में convert कर दिया. So this is cube 404 का cube into इसका cube होगा तो 10 raised to power minus 30. So this is centimeter cube upon Z. Z is 4. So we find now M. So student, solving this, now calculation I have already done. Approximately it was found to be 27 point something. So since the nearest answer is 28, we'll mark this option as the correct choice. Now students, I have two more questions from competitive exams. Now, this question was again asked in NEET. Lithium has BCC lattice. So, lattice is BCC. Its density is 530 kilogram per meter cube. And its atomic mass is 6.94 gram per mole. Now, question is calculate the H length. Calculate the H length of a unit cell of lithium metal. Now this question was asked in NEET exam, NEET 2016. Now students, options were given. So first option was 154 picometer, second was 352 picometer, third is 527 picometer, and the fourth option is 264 picometer. So students, now see, lithium has BCC. So Z हो गया और 2 BCC के लिए number of atoms per unit cell is 2. Density is given, atomic mass is given. We'll find out edge length, that is A. So students, using formula, density is Z into M upon Avogadro's constant into A cube. We'll find A cube, which is what? Z into M upon Na, that is Avogadro's constant, into density. Now how much is Z? It is 2. M is 6.94 gram per mole. So we'll convert this into kilograms. So grams 10 raised to power minus 3. So this now becomes kilograms per mole. Divided by Avogadro's constant is a standard value. So this is 6.02 and density is 530 kilogram per meter cube. So students, solving this, you will get A cube and then आपको A निकालना होगा तो इस पूरे रिजल्ट का आप क्यूब रूट निकाल लोगे एंड स्टूडेंट उसको सॉल्व करके आपके पास मीटर्स में आंसर आएगा, जिसको पिकोमीटर में कन्वर्ट कर देना, एंड अप्रोक्सीमेटली 352 पिकोमीटर आएगा। सो दिस इज द एज लेंथ। इन क्वेश्चंस में थोड़ा कैलकुलेशंस पे आपको वर्क करना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस है। नाउ स्टूडेंट, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन is from IIT JEE 2006. Now, edge length of the unit cell of metal, the edge length of unit cell of a metal having molar weight 75 gram per mole is 5 angstrom, which crystallizes, so lattice which crystallizes in cubic lattice, in cubic lattice, if the density is 2 gram per centimeter cube, then find the radius of metal atom. Radius of metal atom. So this is the question. This question was asked in IIT 2006 exam, and options provided were 217 picometers, so all the values are in picometers, 210 picometers, then we have 220 picometers, and then 205 picometers. So these are the 4 options. Now student, edge length of the unit cell is 5 angstrom, molar mass is given, density is given, but look, the type of cubic lattice is not given. और student, जब तक cubic lattice नहीं निकलेगा, पता चलेगा आपको, आप रेडियस निकाल ही नहीं पाओगे। Now student, कैसे करना है?